You're listening to WRFB, Radio Free Britannia. And no other better freaking place in the world than Deltona, Florida. Here you are, lunch, with no other than the dynamic duo, Laz and Jack.
And greetings, everybody. This is Laz.
This is Jack. Welcome to Lunch with Laz and Jack, where we interpret the news so you don't have to.
That's right. How's everybody doing this Monday?
Doing great.
Slow. I tell you, you guys got to pick it up here on Mondays. All right, everybody talking months. Everybody have a good weekend. Everybody have a Sister Mary Elephant joining us in the audience. I love it. You're a crazy bastard. Class.
Sister Mary Elephant.
That's right, Sister Mary Elephant. For the record, today is Monday, June 20th, 2016, here in Shroud of the Avatar. We're about a week and a half out from the next release coming up here soon. We've got all sorts of interesting news. We got, of course, Friday's newsletter for you folks out there today. We got a couple other interesting tidbits to look at, some new modifications on the websites, all sorts of fun stuff.
Yep.
So again,
yes, we do.
Let me ask, how was your weekend, guys? Don't everybody answer once again this time.
Mine was busy with only about an hour of game time.
Yeah, it's been...
I was not around, yeah.
It's been quiet.
What? Last week.
No, absolutely true.
I for part of it, I wasn't even in the Austin area. I drove to San Antonio to clean out a storage unit, donated a bunch of stuff to Goodwill, and then took a bunch of stuff out to my brother's farm.
Took some stuff out to the farm.
Yeah.
The rubber dolls.
Yep.
Including the shovel and the duct
That's right.
tape.
The blood dolls.
That's right.
All that.
I just need some lye.
Yeah.
So I just need some lye, and then we're all happy.
I say hello to a Kush lady out there. Of course, everybody watching and joining us, whether on video, on the air, on the radio, here live in the studio. Welcome to today's show. So yeah, it's been a quiet weekend. I didn't get into the game too much over the weekend myself. Been watching what's been going on around town and just keeping an eye on the forums. Everything's been quiet. Looks like calm before the storm. One like we haven't seen in quite some time. This is
well, I mean, traditionally, like before a wipe,
absolutely,
the participation does drop, but we do have the final wipe coming up July 28th.
And I see that coming into play quite a bit here.
Yeah.
Word on the street, people are telling me they're taking some downtime, catching up on work, taking care of life's other details, because once we get to final wipe next month, they're going to be dedicating quite a bit of time and energy towards getting a foothold, getting started, getting their land built. And of course, there's many of us who are also doing the same things. But that brings me to my first point for today for folks out there. For those of you folks who know, we have the sodahelp.org, and it's the hospitaler program that's going on out there. And our community manager, Barrick, has started joining us in the Sunday meetings to get a grasp of what we're doing to help give and take ideas away so that he can easily communicate them with Dallas and Star and Richard and those guys, as well as to communicate with us some of the things that they would like to see us do with the program that we've developed to help other people.
Yeah.
So it's really great to see that we're getting some interaction from, directly out of the offices there in Austin. But one of the things that Barrick asked that we do over the next couple weeks, and just to verify, clarify, tell people as much as possible the difference between our final wipe and when the game is being released. Now, Jack,
Non-launch.
Jack, exactly. You and I, we've had the discussion. We know the gamers MO as it may be, and how the old schoolers think compared to some of the newer school gamers. You want to delve into this a little with me, or you want me to just soapbox it myself?
Well, I mean, as the hospitalers actually go through the community and actually start helping players, it's one where it creates more engagement, and that's what we're really looking for, is engaging the audience in different methods, showing them what the community has the potential to do. And if you've noticed anything, the community for this game has been absolutely outstanding in creating player-created resources.
Absolutely.
As well as like backstory and everything else. And so this really is community-driven. And the Hospitalers program is like, hey, we want to help you enjoy the game. And not everything is easy to understand or upfront, and we'll take your hand and we will guide you to the level that you want. If you want someone to sit there and show you every step of the process, or someone to point you in a direction of a resource, or if you want someone to just back off, the Hospitalers will oblige.
Now, of course, you don't have to worry about hospitalers. There are a couple jokes out there that there are so many people out there rushing to help people. It gets a little scary at times. They're afraid that they're going to scare people away at points, which is I find a little bit funny. But also, I wanted to touch on some of that in the community driven stuff, because that's a change on the website that I wanted to talk about today as well. But of course, what I really wanted to push home was, of course, Final Wipe not being launched, which was the big one.
No, that is one where we know that there is still a ton of development that they need to do, but Final Wipe just means the world becomes persistent.
Yes.
Which means that no more will we actually have to worry about any of our skills being wiped, our friends being wiped, guilds, or our houses. So everything that we decorate will become permanent at Final Wipe. That doesn't mean that they won't change anything, but because we expect changes forever.
Yes.
Every single month.
That is the game plan.
They're going to. Yes. And so this is more of like a soft launch of, hey, we're still working on some bugs. Don't judge us based off of this. And the live launch will actually be, or the official launch will be sometime at the end of the year.
Correct. Slated for what we understand to be December.
Yeah.
Who keeps playing with the nut butter?
Oh, me.
Oh.
It's the accidentally dragging stuff as
you do other things
stuff
on screen.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's we got to have them on screen here before we go any further. Let me go ahead and put them
nut
over.
butterfly.
Yeah, we got to have our nut butterfly over here on screen. Let me put him in front of Shroud. There we go.
I don't want your nut butterfly.
So people know how we help produce freshly made nut butter here in Britannia.
That's right.
Led Zepp.
So
You selling what? You selling
What?
toilet paper now? You trying to break into the BMC market?
Final Wipe, man. Last chance. It's about time.
Now, speaking of Final Wipe, of course, we're looking forward to Final Wipe, as is just about everybody else. For those of you who have followed us since we started, you'll know that we've been in several different locations throughout the last year because of wipes and lot availability and all that good stuff. And it's going to be fun to see. But I want to go touch on community resources real quick as well, as with Barrett coming in and taking the reins as the lead community manager now. He's been making some changes to the website as well as the forums. And of course, in the forums, I'm just going to mention this. I'm not going to go to the forums, but if you can bring up the main page for the website, the regular Shroud site there, Jack, under community.
Okay, so you don't want you actually want the latest news version. So you didn't want the official, like the Shroud of the Avatar website.
Yes,
the first page,
website,
which is
community.
Remember, the first page is the one where you've got the Lord British Returns, and it's a little intro to the game.
Oh well,
and then you either log in or you create an account. So you're, You which part do you want? Forum, chat, resources, or upcoming events?
Resources is where I wanted to bring everybody to.
Imagine that. That's what I was hovering on.
Imagine that.
Yes.
And now this is something that used to appear in the weekly newsletter, but has now been moved and made in addition to the main website. And you can see that there's a list of community resources available now on the Shroud of the Avatar website, which includes links to places like sodahelp.org, Avatar's Circle, Avatar's Radio, Soda Wiki, Soda Map, of course, our good selves, and many others here. And if
you know what, I noticed that Radio Free Britannia is not on there.
Well, Radio Free Britannia, while we do have the radio station in there, the radio station is an extension of NBNN, as it may be. And
yes.
That's like Shroud music. And we laugh about Shroud music. It's one of those properties that I have and we own. And
it has more Twitter followers than I do, and it just retweets things.
And we do not advertise it. That is absolutely right.
That's because it's funnier.
It does the job.
Probably.
Same thing with Radio Free Britannia. WRFB Radio Free Britannia has several hundred followers, almost equal to NBNN, and we do not advertise. Because those are just services that we provide as part of the news organization that we are. That's the way I see it, at least. So, I don't need to have everything up there, as everybody knows where they want to get the latest, greatest news. You come see us over here at NBNN. You want the latest, greatest in maps, you go over to sodamap.com, of course, et cetera, et cetera. Crafting, we go into that with all our sponsors here in a few minutes anyway. So.
Oh, yeah.
You'll be happy to know that I finally got our newest sponsor in the rotation, so I actually have his...
in your animated GIF
right.
that I can't do in my version of
right.
OBS.
It's not my fault.
So the new version doesn't work properly. I mean, sorry, OBS, but you can't even... I don't feel like getting out and making my own animated GIF.
Yeah, absolutely, Siderius. It's the funniest thing in the world that the sites that aren't advertised actually get some of the best popularity, and I'm actually working on it, and I'm getting ready to release the Underground's website here. I've been working on that over the last couple of days, and actually, should we give the good folks a preview of the Underground site? Real basic, real simple.
Which one?
Red Hook.
Which one are you talking about? Oh. You could.
You haven't even seen this yet. Maybe I should share it with you.
No, I haven't seen it yet.
Let me pull this one up and let's see if you think it's again it's one of them very simple, very basic, very and it's not really going to be advertised much. I'm going to give a couple people a sample of it and I'm going to let it run.
I'm still waiting for you to link it.
Yeah. I wasn't ready to send this out to you.
Yeah.
You
just wanted to talk about it. Yeah. So this, I think it's pretty awesome that this Lindsay Jane girl favorited my tweet already. Yay. For the starting promptly at noon.
Hey, that means the fan base is watching.
Following me? Yeah. Is she following me, or did she pull it just from like people retweeting Twitch stuff?
You gotta look at that stuff.
I have no idea who's following me.
Speaking of tweets, okay, our tweet went out on time today.
Did you like mine? You might laugh at it.
Well, what else is new? That's the whole idea. Starting promptly at
because
noon?
you're always late.
Say it ain't so. Say it ain't so, Joe.
That's right.
But moving right along. Where's our
Moving
cow?
right along.
Where's Moo? Where's the Moo cow?
Moving right along.
Moving right along. Where is Moo cow? Moving right along.
Okay.
There he is.
Moving right along. We do have. Do you want to start going over the update real quick?
Yes, let's go
Because,
ahead
there's
and
some
hit up
pretty stuff in
Friday's newsletter. Let's update the good folks out there with the news, as it may be, and the latest updates from the offices out in Austin. Now, of course,
so if you never actually pay attention to your news,
want to just highlight the countdown.
Weekly email from Portalarium. Well, I'm already not on that page anymore. Okay. So countdown, we have 37 days until final wipe.
That is correct. Time is running out.
So that is coming up. And then updated the avatar number 181. We do have the making of Brittany Estates. This is a forum post by R. Matey. Where the pirate is looking to plunder some booty. And so some of that is what he did was he took a bunch of themes that he wanted to include inside of Brittany Estates, lakeside property, estates, gardens, palace, luxury, and mansions, and took those. Yep. So he did a little Google image search for those, and then from there, I think he was really interested in the car, in the under estates. I think it's a very expensive car that I can't afford. Yeah. And so what he did was he started using that to model what he wanted Brittany Estates to kind of look like. So you end up with lots and lots of gardens, very manicured, very sculptured, and makes it more like something that you're going to go run around Versailles and not get the entire maze garden, but you'll get a semblance of it. And some of these assets, I think, we'll end up seeing in the asset store real soon. If you scroll down to the 5th picture, or the last, or next to last, or one of the last picture before the little bit of text with the S-shaped hedges,
hedges, whatever you want to call
bushes. Yes, I think those will actually end up being in the asset store at some point in the near future.
I could see both. Even the little round one sitting in the middle of the road would be nice to see as well. It's actually
those are cool.
It looks like that might be. Oh no, it's a little different. If you notice, the round part of the ones on the grass are different. But I could see that absolutely.
So those things I think will end up in the on-store at some point in time, so that way we have something a little bit further.
Love this new
and I don't know whether. Yeah. You like that little stream that he added in there? I like how it's got a guy standing in the middle of the lake.
I was going to say, this little image of the person down off that he... right there.
Yeah, so a little guy standing right there. And then after that, you've got
a big shark right
the
there.
babbling... the babbling brook coming through. But these pictures look phenomenal, and... Brittany's Estates is going to be mostly comprised of the larger properties, so it's not going to have village or row homes. It's mostly going to be city-sized lots and some keeps, a couple castles. Yeah, town, city, keep, castle.
Separating out the elitists already, are they? They're going to be.
That is correct. That is why it's called Brittany Estates.
Uh-huh.
The estates implies.
I can hear favoritism screams already here.
It's okay. We do have Rat's Nest if you're interested in living in a town, a metropolis full of
524 row houses. Total slumlords.
Yep.
That is correct.
Hey now, I resemble that remark. But anyway, moving right along is again, I love the new water, and just I mean this one picture down here, like you said, the little cove,
The little, yeah,
what did you call it? The Babbling Brook.
babbling brook. Yep. I knew a brook once. She liked to babble.
Oh yeah, I ain't going there.
Nice cove. Nice cove.
Yeah. Okay, so then after that, we do have Rise Up's Gaming, which did happen this week with their annual MS charity drive. I didn't see them streaming any Shroud over the weekend. I hope they did, but I did check in a couple of times to see what they were doing.
I noticed them, of course, in my my chatty, up and down as they switch games and switch streams throughout the weekend. But again, life, the universe, and everything.
Now, we do have someone in here with MS. Casey, did you want to talk about MS charities for a little bit?
Oh, I was gonna say I watched it. I never saw any Shroud on any of the streamers that I'd seen.
Now, did you participate
And also,
in
we
anything
didn't
there?
have any.
What was that?
Did you help participate in anything with those folks at all?
Nah, I watched and participated in their chats on Twitch.
Gotcha. And that was the charity drive this past weekend. Again, this was the weekend Friday newsletter, so this is past weekend's events as well.
Now, the talk about the Rise Up 4th annual MS charity drive actually gives us an opportunity to talk about something that some people don't know about, and that's on the store. If you drop down to Make a Difference, that is the Make a Difference store. And this time there was nothing for the MS charity drive. I don't know if they didn't have enough time to make anything or if they decided they weren't going to. But 50% of the proceeds from anything purchased off the Make a Difference store is actually donated to specific charities. So there is things like the Safe Water charity, which goes to water.org.
Water.org,
The Autism Awareness charity actually goes to 2 different autism awareness charities. And they use 2 different logos for that. One is just the puzzle pieces. The other one is the puzzle tree. So, and then we also have the breast cancer charity, which also includes Shooter Jennings' Countach package, which includes Shooter Jennings' entire album that was just released, Countach, which is a tribute to Giorgio, which includes some things that actually Lord British is doing a voiceover for one of the songs.
Yeah, absolutely. And
Okay,
all very popular items and all good causes to donate to. Absolutely.
Yeah. Now we get to the fun thing.
Now this is
the
something.
Pledge Stats Update.
We've been waiting for this for a while. We've been asking for it, and I tell you, when I got into Austin, right before going to Hoblot, the first thing I did was I made a beeline to the offices to make an appearance. And one of the things I put, and I asked Dallas for, I said to Dallas, "Hey, are we going to see this anytime soon?" And he says, Les, he says, there's been dozens of people asking. He says, I really need to get on it, and I promise you, as soon as I can get it out to you, we're going to get an update on this. It's been long overdue. So good to see him get this out to us. And, of course, it's interesting to see the numbers. And we're going to bring this up on screen here, show you the numbers.
Now, the important thing to remember about these numbers is they do not include any of the Steam early access sales.
Correct.
Or some of the guilt pledges, which was like $10 because you pirated some software, or unsigned pledges. I mean, that's what the guilt pledge was. It was a joke. But so if we actually start looking at this, we can see that there's over 4,300 first responders. And then it dropped a little bit to 4,325, which means that some of those first responders upgraded their pledges between May of last year and June of this year. And the same thing with the second responders and as well as pioneers. Then you have a little bit of growth at the adventurer level. Remember, that's your $45 pledge. The immortal adventurers, the $55 level, there's some growth. But it's not until you start really getting down into the Duke pledge where it grew by 70.
Yes.
And you have to remember that Duke pledge is $5,300.
Now, I mean, I'm noticing, and a lot of this, again, while there are many new pledges included in here, there's also a lot of upgrades included.
Tons of upgrades. And if you actually go through and you can see that there's several thousand new pledges just on the Shroud of the Avatar website, which a lot of them are probably coming from the Steam Early Access, and then they're upgrading the pledges, and that's how they actually make it into this chart. This chart does not include the Steam sales, which is pretty important to remember.
Correct. And while we're doing that, I want to just take a quick look here. And for those who are really interested, if you want to scroll right back to the top of this page, just to come on, resize properly. Damn it!
You're talking about the amount of money raised.
That's right. You know exactly.
So
what I was going after.
almost $9 million raised so far, and 177,000 people registered for the forums. And you can also click on the extended statistics.
Yeah. And I lost it. I don't know how I lost it, but I lost it.
So there are over 60,000 current backers of the game.
There it is. Yeah, and these are the numbers. We talk about these numbers quite often because a lot of times people ask us how many people are playing the game, how many people are actually in doing this. How many people are blah, 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 blah. And this gives you, a good idea of what is out there. Now, of course, you'll see that the total backers listed here is over 60,000 total backers. But actual people who have signed up and are watching the game is almost 177,500 plus.
Those are people that have registered for the forums and registered for the newsletter to figure out what's going on.
Yeah.
And so it's one where they're waiting for the game to go live and possibly even final wipe. And so after those things happen, then we're going to see a massive surge in participation.
Yes, absolutely. Now, and they've got it broken down what's going on there. But of course, 60,000 right off top for people who are actually bought in and are actually, got some decent pledges is not a shabby number for where we're at right now. By no means.
No, it's not shabby at all, and it's one where I'm looking forward to what is actually going to be coming in the near future. I want to see what's going to happen after Final Wipe because I'm expecting to see.
I'm expecting to see
login
real
queues
interesting.
at almost all times of the day. Yeah,
I want to see the numbers. I just want to see how the economy starts to shore up once we get past knowing that we're going to be in a persistent world and nobody's going to be moving, nobody's going to be losing this, nobody's going to be working for stats that they got to start over with again. Dozens and dozens and dozens of things that going to come into play. With lot selection coming up, it's going to show us really where the hot spots and hotbeds of activity are going to be for starters. Just all sorts of great things we're going to be seeing when this happens.
Yep.
Now, of course, I want to finish up with the charts down there because we go into, of course, player-owned town numbers as well. And
right. But let's look at the money because if you notice on the money,
follow the money.
Follow the money. So if you actually look at it, the two types types of accounts that have generated the most amount of revenue for Portalarium at this point, as far as backing the game, are the Knight level and the Duke level.
Yep.
And this is the first time that the Duke level has actually generated more revenue for Portalarium than the Knight level.
Any other level.
So
The
they
Knight
finally
level has
surpassed
been-
it.
Yeah, the last year's numbers, the Knight level was the hottest pledge out
Yes.
there. And we jumped from, what was it, 111 Dukes? And the number's up here.
107 to 176.
To 176. So a nice,
Yeah,
nice,
so 69
nice jump.
more Dukes.
69 more Dukes in the
That's
last
right,
year.
69 more Dukes.
69.
Yeah.
Nice number.
And so it's one where it's like, if you start looking at this is where it's like, these are the people that are really putting their money where their mouth is and saying, hey, I believe in this game, and I'm looking for great things to happen. Because even that Knight level, that's $800.
Absolutely.
And then you jump from $800 to $5,300, even though you start looking at the Knight level and realize that there is 894 Knights right now.
Well, I'll tell you what.
Or when this
oops,
data was
didn't mean
done.
to do that. But if you also look, the Lord of the Manor number jumped pretty drastically. If you look at
15.
is 15 people ponied up an extra $7,000.
$12,000. Yeah.
Beyond Duke level.
$12,000 investment. Yeah.
Yeah, which is nice to see that people have that belief
Discretionary
as we
income.
do, and have that discretionary income. Yeah, I wish I had that kind of money.
Yeah.
I wish I had LOTM money. That's right. And final.
So next chart is just the money along with the pledge numbers. So then we can go look at the player-owned towns, and there are currently
is the
310 of them.
310. I actually thought we had more.
Well, 230 have direct overland map access, but of the 230, I don't think 230 actually are using that direct overland map access.
I don't think they're all in yet. I think we're still waiting for some people
To fill out some forms.
to lock some
What are
forms
you
and fill out
talking
some forms. As well, I believe we still have quite a few people who may have, and I do not know this, but I'm constantly hearing stories of, well, I'm still paying off my town. So I'm assuming that there's a couple there who have a payment or two left before their town becomes fully functional, as it may be.
Well, what it is like, say you start making that monthly payment, and as soon as you reach the holdfast, that's when your holdfast is put in. And as you increase that monthly payment, then it would have been a wipe. And say if you're at a Crossroads Village amount, then they would have upgraded it to a Crossroads Village based off the amount that you had paid off. So it's one where it's like they are doing those things. But I think it's actually kind of funny that 135 of those player-owned towns are the very smallest.
Yes, the holdfast is the most popular type, and I was also surprised by the Metro, because at one point Metros have almost doubled. I believe at one point there was 21 or 22, I think, was last year. So that would actually mean that we've more than doubled the number size of metros.
And that's where people see that the number of metros are actually kind of important. I know I own a metro and a town.
Lagfest.
That's right. That's right. That's right, Mr. Holdfast.
I got 2 Holdfasts and a Crossroads. That's right.
That's right. So you almost equal my town.
Bite me.
I think you equal my town for square feet. Yeah, so then from there we do have a player-created video of an incident in Screc that is designed to showcase the Cobalt architecture and the Cobalt homes. Did you want to take a look at that video?
Let's take 11 minutes.
Oh, yeah. It's a tour of the in-game Kobold homes.
Now, I just hit start and I got this little thing up here, so I'll just put this blurb up there. And this is from Wambi.
Yes, it is.
And I just hit play there, and the first thing it comes up with, on the morning of Sunday, May 15th, 486 PC, I laughed. Yeah. A father and son sneaked into the caverns of Shrek, a vast underground kobold settlement, and this is their story. And they've got a nice video there. I'm not going to go into a whole 11 minutes of it.
Okay. But we can actually just skip to different times in it and look at some of the interiors, some of the designs, and realize that this is created to showcase and give you a virtual tour of some of the different house types that are available in the game.
Let's see if we can't get... so I'm able to drag this and go. Well, you got... there you go. About 3 minutes.
And this is the stuff that was actually decorated by Scotty, and it wasn't decorated, who is one of the devs. It wasn't decorated by an actual player, since this is inside of Skrek.
So this is the actual inside of the dungeon decoration is what they're showcasing.
Yes. Yes.
I'm looking what looks like a dorm or a barracks down here. About the 3.5
the one with
mark.
Yeah.
I like the beds.
Well, I just see it, and I just want to right click on it, and I want to pan around. I've actually been in Skrek, so yes, this is Skrek.
Shrek.
Yep.
Yeah, some of those beds are really unkempt.
I know. What kind of soldiers do that?
I don't know.
Not
They need a little spanking.
Kobolds, maybe?
very.
That's right.
What are you going to tell a kobold that don't make his bed? Nothing. He'll tear your head off.
That's right. Now, since they also include moving right along, we do have another reminder about the time is running out. But then we have the pre-order now, the sort of Midras novel for hardcover Kindle, Nook, and audiobook, as well as a sample 37-minute Audible sample from the audiobook that is available on SoundCloud. And I don't even know who reads it.
What do you mean you don't know who reads it?
Oh, you don't know? You would have to scroll down a little bit and click on.
Oh,
play.
you mean the audio clip?
There you go.
I gotcha. I'm going to. What do you mean you don't know who reads it? I was going to say I thought it was read by
Nope.
Lord British.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. I guess we could just easily listen to that clip. but-
It's read by some English guy.
What's that?
It's read by some English guy.
Some English guy.
English guy.
That's right. But you can pre-order the book. It is not the same book that comes out as the Blade of the Avatar that is part of the pledge rewards. This one has 4 additional chapters and probably some other substantial changes in the story from the one that I have already read.
Heads up.
What? What did he say?
That's you like that, huh?
That's too funny. How the hell did you do that?
Magic Mike.
I gotta show this. Hold on. Too funny.
And the fact that he's completely invisible.
The fact that he's just a floating head. Yeah. Heads up.
Yeah, heads up. How did you do that?
Yeah.
Magic. This is Britannia, how we have magic.
New Britannia.
So, were you wearing the Emperor's new clothes when you cast Mimic?
Oh, quite possible. Now,
That
I want
might
to touch
be what
on
it
the book real quick again. Now, you were mentioning that the copy that's coming out, of course, The Sword of Midras, has 4 additional chapters.
Yes.
And the pre-release version that we got as a pledge reward is in digital PDF format that's downloadable.
That's correct.
Now,
yes.
we're also going to get a physical copy of the book, and I know there's been some...
It will be a paperback print version of the original Blade of the Avatar novel that has been delivered as an electronic PDF.
So it'll be a physical book copy of the PDF that we've received as a pledge reward, basically.
That is correct.
Okay.
And I believe it's supposed to be signed by Tracy
and Richard. Yeah, absolutely. I got several of those coming.
And the funny thing is, that actually becomes a real life rare because this is like a first edition.
Pre-first edition, if you would.
Because and so
actual
and
release
the
of the
Sword of
book,
Midras is the second edition.
You know, from what I've understood and what I've been able to glean, not only that some of the story have an addition to it, but some of the names and places may have changed, is my understanding.
Yeah. And if you actually read in there, it says, unfortunately, Portalarium is contractually not at liberty to distribute the Sword of Midras or the additional chapters in print or electronic form as part of our original pledge rewards. This was a requirement in order to procure a mass market book publishing agreement with a major book publisher. So it is one where it's like, yep. And I believe Tor is actually the publisher of The Sword of Midras.
Yeah, well, that would make sense.
Yeah, it is.
Tor does a lot of Tracy's books. At least has in the past.
Yeah, it is Tor. Yeah.
At least, as far as I can recall, it's always a name I recall seeing on all the books that I've read in the past. Very popular. Popular in the genre, as it may be. Now, of course, finally coming up in the list.
Heads up.
Upcoming events list here in the newsletter. And of course, release 31, we're about a week and a half out. Not this Thursday, but the Thursday
10
following.
days. 10 days.
Correct.
Yeah.
We will see release 31, and we're looking forward to all sorts of good stuff there. Of course, this Thursday will be Lockdown, where they finally just say, okay, we're not adding anything else. We're going to go into, what do we call it, sanity testing, and open up the QA servers. So we'll be looking forward to that because, again, we know that people are waiting, and it's been quiet out there. Folks are taking breaks. Folks are getting ready to gear up. They're hibernating as it is before the busy season, as it may be. Coming up right after release 31, before the final wipe at midnight, Summer Telethon Part 1, Pledge Homes and Player-Owned Town Explorations, the release 32 lot selections on the 28th, and of course the Teledon Part 2 on the August 22nd, release 33, August 25th, and so on and so on.
Yep. And then you've got event of the week, which was the Monster Mash.
Yes, and I like this. This is a couple new things they've been doing. Is a new event of the week and resource of the week. Let's not leave this out here.
Yes.
And the event of the week.
As far as Soda Wiki goes, don't forget you can actually use Soda Wiki in game. It will actually launch the a web browser. So if you just type in, if you are in game and you just do a /Soda Wiki,
and the topic you want to find out about after it.
So what I did was I went ahead and did /SodaWiki 1B, and that launched a browser, and then from there 1B is going to be the Order of the New Britannian Empire, and then we can look at recipients, and then we can go find my name, or your name, or Casey's name.
And I'm going to do the same.
I like how Lazarus Long has his own update. User Lazarus. Yes.
What do you mean?
I like how you did that.
I don't know what you're talking
Merchant,
about.
editor, news reported, all around good guy. You forgot a comma.
What are you talking
Yeah,
about?
so he created it.
Forgot a comma.
The fact that you created a SodaWiki profile for yourself.
Oh, come on, man. Shameless self-promotion. You better believe it. That's right.
That's awesome.
Governor of Snug Harbor and Journey's End. Notice there's no mention of the other ground. Founder
Red
of
Hook.
NBNN, Radio Free Britannia, and the Daily
Oh,
Britannia.
waste of words.
That's right. Merchant, editor, news reporter, and all-around good guy. You know, what can I say?
You forgot some forgot a comma.
Superhero.
News
Extraordinaire.
reporter, all around good guy. Yeah. Punctuation problems.
Yeah,
But yeah, so you can actually do that from in-game, so that way you can actually do /SodaWiki and then whatever you're looking to do.
I keep telling people the power of SodaWiki, man, because and of course for those of you who pay attention and use it, SodaMap.com as well links to SodaWiki. SodaWiki is linked from the game. It's linked from SodaMap. So if you have towns, you have stuff that you want advertised, you should use these resources and link them together, because when you search for things like NBNN and SodaWiki, it'll bring you up to, and I do have NBNN in the SodaWiki. You know, no sense in you having it if it's not being used.
That's right.
It gives you information
That's
about
what
it,
she
the website.
said.
Yeah.
Look. Yep.
And of course,
Totally
like I
agree.
said, shameless self-promotion. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
And Derek Perkins is the person who read the book for Sword of Midras.
Who?
Some English guy.
Some English guy.
Perkins.
Derek.
Derek
Name of some
Perkins.
young guy.
I do not know who Derek Perkins is, so yes. He speaks English.
Se habla inglés.
get us.
No hablo inglés.
You get us?
Alrighty. Let's go ahead and
Chupa
move right
huevos.
along here.
Chúpame.
We got a couple other things to
Verga?
touch.
There we go.
Yo quiero Taco Bell.
Leche.
I just love it. I just love
Right.
this heads up sitting there floating on my screen, man. You're just too freaking much.
Heads up.
That's the bomb.
Now all you got to do is get the Neil emote down with the head, and
Oh,
you know,
okay.
maybe even break out the Cobalt rifle and see if you can get the reach around working.
Invisible reach around.
That would be funny.
And see if that works. You know,
It
go
But
give-
moving right along, we
Okay.
do need to do the calendar because it's
Yes, I was just
long
gonna
today.
say we really need to move right along and get that taken care of. And of course, a big calendar it is today. Of course, Monday, historically slow, and we're expecting the next week or so to be not too groundbreaking here, folks.
Slower.
It's going to be quiet, and it's going to be probably a bunch more tit and ass jokes than normal.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Nut butter jokes.
I need
I don't know
lots
where
more
the girls
followers
are
on
today.
YouTube.
We
That's
need
all
the
I gotta say.
girls. The girls will really need to shake things up for us.
We might have even had a special guest today, but I guess she was unable to make it. Okay, so are you ready for the calendar?
We're as ready as we're gonna be. It's a large calendar, I know.
Okay, our calendar is brought to us by our friends over at Avatar Circle. Avatar Circle is currently administered by Kays and Phoenix Fire or Wrath Phoenix on the forums. They are one and the same person. Mondays are very slow days, so please bear with us as we try to get through this in one breath. or something like that. All times on the calendar are New Britannia time, which is Central Standard Time in the real world, or Central Daylight Time.
That's another thing I got to talk to you about.
Whatever.
What is some concern over people now using New Britannia time as Central Standard Time, because it is not truly New Britannia time, as it may be. The politically correct world will tell you that it is not 1:50 in the game in New Britannia right now. It is Sunday, June 22nd, spring 490.
Spring 490, post Cataclysm. I mean, it's like, yes, but as far as our deaths go, this is the clock that they use. So,
So there's been a push.
We won't fight that one.
And people are now, at least this is what I'm hearing, are asking that we refer to it as server time. Whether we're going to oblige that or not, I don't think so. But
whether or not I ever actually pay attention to it or remember that is debatable. Now that it's been mentioned and completely ignored, New Britannia time.
Moving right along.
Yeah. So today at noon, 3, 6, 9, and 12 on Radio Free Britannia, we do have Lunch with Laz and Jack. And if you're currently watching it on Twitch or YouTube, thank you. We love you more.
We love you long time.
That's right. At 4 o'clock on Avatars Radio, we have DJ Eclipse Maiden with her Unmedicated Schizophrenia. That's between 4 and 6. Also on Avatars Radio tonight, we have between 8 and 10, we have Professor DJ Kylie. And then the guild meeting that everybody is invited to go slaughter everyone at is the Order of Vengeance guild meeting. Remember, if you want to PK some people, show up in Vengeance and go hunt for their guild hall. Yeah, it is right. They actually invite you to go out and kill them all. So that is the calendar for June 20th in the real world in Shroud of the Avatar.
The Avatar.
Yeah.
Yeah, real exciting calendar on a Monday. And again, Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, notably, usually quiet. Again, we're going to be letting you all know it's going to be exceptionally quiet over the next week or so. We're going to be looking forward to, of course, the QA release the end of this week, and delve into what some of the new stuff that's coming out, in release. What is it, 30?
Something like that.
Something like that. It's Monday. I'm lost. I'm lost.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
What are you talking about?
Yep.
It's Monday.
Something like that.
Time to take over the world.
Something like that.
What are we going to do today, Jack?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, are we Pinky in the Brain now? Because if we're Pinky in the Brain, we're going to take over the world.
Oh, Pinky in the Brain.
Hold on. I need Pinky in the Brain saying that.
Pinky in the Brain. Play the song.
Yeah, I had that somewhere. What are we going to do today, Brain?
It's on. It's on. Hold on, I found it.
Waiting.
Try and take over the world. I found it for you. I already played it. I was playing it on my stream because you know what? My stream took over.
Crap.
It crashed? What are you talking about?
No.
If you downloaded the app and installed it, it would be no problem.
Download the app. Install the app.
Don't forget, if you want to join us in Discord, you are more than welcome to do so. Just go to NBNN.info, click on the connect button underneath our two streams where it says Discord app, and it shows you who's logged in. Connect. It will prompt you for a name. to use in chat. Just go ahead and if you want to register as a user, you can click on that and you can register as your user, and it will actually remember what channels you were in and what your name was as whenever you click the login button from then on. So the Discord app is a web app, and it actually has an option to download an actual external program as well, so you can use either one. It's easier to actually connect the first time through the web app, then register and let it remember who you are.
Who am I?
Install the program, and hey, imagine that as soon as you log in,
Who am I?
everything's there. Yes.
You're ahead.
I don't. You're the person that keeps on getting banned from the channel.
I'm ahead.
You were heads up.
Head detective.
I'm ahead.
All right. Well, about that time of the show, we're going to go ahead and thank our sponsors out there. And, of course, we finally got our newest sponsor, sodacrafting.wiki, up there. It's the first Shroud of the Avatar searchable crafting database. For your convenience, you can use the search feature to find out exactly what you're looking for. Of course, our good friend Ben over at Relics by Rild. RelicsByRild.com for all your Shroud of the Avatar swag. You get everything from your t-shirts, your hats, your patches, drinkware, coffee mugs. What else we got? We got coinage, we got comic books, we got all sorts of fun stuff and more coming down the pipe soon, we're told.
Yes. And we're looking forward to the inclusion of more things for Relics by Rild. Don't forget to use the discount code of NBNN for 10% off.
Absolutely. And you get 10% off that Shroud of the Avatar swag. And what about our good friend Jacob White? Can't forget Jacob White over at sodamap.com. Sodamap.com for all your travel needs. Sodamap is truth, says Lord British himself. If you got a problem, you can't figure out where you're at, you're lost, and you want to know where you are or where you're going, go to sodamap.com and you'll find out real easily. Our friends over at Soda Taming. Go ahead.
Crashed that guild meeting tonight, and you wanted to find where that town of Vengeance was.
You want to know, that's right. You want to know where Vengeance is? Go to Sodamap.
You use that, and you find out that it is in the Grunwald region on the eastern coast.
That's right.
And then from there, you just go slaughter everyone. Yay! Then who do you want to talk about next?
We got, of course,
it going to be Soda Crafting?
Sodacraft.com and sodataming.com. Those guys were the first people on the scene with crafting and taming resources for you out there. And they did a lot of hard work gathering all that information, so you don't have to. Sort of like what we do at the news, except in the crafting and taming fields. And of course, last but not least, our good friends over at shroudmarketplace.com for all your virtual vendable needs. Jack, want to tell the folks about the marketplace?
Yeah, Shroud Marketplace is the place for you to go buy or sell anything Shroud of the Avatar related. Remember, if you wanted to register as a vendor, you can do so. Just click on the little vendor registration. You can go through and actually choose what kind of platform you want to sell. And then from there, it's one where you can set up your items for sale. That also includes services. If you have a service that you want to provide everyone, you can do so. Does not involve pew-pews. It involves Shroud of the Avatar. So if you wanted Scrota's music service thing where you could request a Scrota to show up to your event for $1, he will sit there and play for 1 hour.
Everything you want.
That's right.
A long time, $5.
That, or if you wanted an in-game wedding, if you notice there's a wedding package that Weddings and More by Laz, you can actually set that up and you can actually have an in-game wedding at one of his scenic towns.
That's right. I got private islands, all sorts of venues just available waiting for your unique venue.
And he will function as your officiant. Yay.
That is right. As I have officiated on
Andy's
weddings.
got the clothes.
I've got the gear. If you need to dress a party of 10, you come see me. I've got it, and I'll get you covered. Get all your groomsmen covered, all that good stuff from shirts, shoes, rentals, and more. Check out Weddings by More by Laz. That's right.
Rentals.
Amen.
That's right. So Shroud of the Avatar is going to be the place where if you have something Shroud of the Avatar related, you will most likely be able to find it at shroudmarketplace.com.
Yay.
Yay. I love this. I'm looking at Led Zepp right through Head Zepp.
Housing rentals. Housing rentals. Yay.
Heads up.
Yay. Yeah, you're looking through Led Zepp.
I'm looking at
right
Led
there.
Zepp through Head Zepp. Yeah.
I'm trying to put Head Zepp's head on Led Zepp. I can only do it poorly.
Government. Put it in my crotch. Put it in my crotch.
On June 25th, the Austin Player Gathering is going to be in honor of our very own Casey Cupcakes, who happens to be having a birthday.
That's right.
Yeah.
Now,
My birthday gift is cooking for everybody.
Now, where is this being held? So that we can let the folks
At
know.
my home.
Oh, Casey's opening up his home for this gathering. Absolutely. Cool. Gonna be a party. So for all you folks local to Austin,
Which means
Casey
gets to get really, really drunk and not have to worry about driving.
Casey's got a sling for his bottle of Cheetos vodka as he was showing off at Hoblock. Casey's actually got this sling that carries the whole bottle with him, which is really cool. So,
but unfortunately, his wife lost the top, so he has to consume the entire bottle.
I'm not talking about the
Sling.
I'm not talking
Not
about
the wineskin.
The wineskin.
Pouch.
He's actually got a sling that holds a bottle of Cheetos.
A slung sling.
With a pocket for shot glasses.
I was going to say, and he's got the shot glasses. He's got a totally mobile shot station, hanging off to the side with that. Yes,
Shot station.
It was really cool. But meanwhile, my goodness, we are running over schedule big time here, which is
What?
Yes. Time.
Yeah, no kidding.
So, which means we need to thank everybody for showing up. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Frost Shocks. Thank you, RP Rovine. Thank you, Morbius TV. Thank you, Akush Lady. We did not see Stella today, so.
Stella!
Stella!
We miss you.
Yes. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, David Thar. Thank you, Almost Done, Casey. You're in Twitch for some odd reason. Dreadfully Despised. Thank you, everybody, for showing up. Thank you for participating. And thank you for hanging out in Discord with us.
Absolutely.
Siderius. Yes.
And
thank you, everybody.
If you want to see Casey's cupcake recipes in game, I suggest that you start sending messages telling the folks down at the offices we want to see cupcakes in game. We got to make the movement. But on that note, we've got to go ahead and wrap it up for today. I'm Laz.
I'm Jack.
It's Casey Cupcake.
It's Crota.
And we are NBNN. And of course, Led Zepp here with Comic Relief in the background with Head Zepp. Thanks for joining us. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Stay tuned to NBNN for more news, sports, entertainment, crazy, wild happenings, and of course the latest news here in Shroud of the Avatar. We'll see you all tomorrow. Head Zepp gives the best head in the land.
Casey has the best balls.
Heads up. Heads up. Heads up. Heads up. Heads up.
Head Zepp gives head to Led Zepp. Is that what you said?
Heads up. Heads up. Heads up. Heads.
Who needs a doll when you have a floating head?
Fluffy head.